Alright, I just wanted to show you all this. Some of you probably already recognize the mechanic gearheads. This right here is a linkage actuator. I'm not sure of the exact professional term, but basically that little plastic ring inside that black one, it just sticks on there to this little metal pin, almost like a grease port on an older vehicle. But that little plastic ring in there, I just replaced on my stock linkage. The thing is like 10 years old and it fell apart and fell off, so I had to replace it. But that little plastic ring, I just pried out of a brand new part, which you can see here. Get you a wider shot on this. Okay, so this is kind of out of focus, but here is the full part. There we go. That's the whole part. This part goes up towards the top of the transmission, I believe, and hooks up somewhere. To be honest, I've never done it, so I'm just guessing there. Educated guess. And then here's the part that comes down below the transmission and connects to that little pin there. And I took out the plastic grommet on the new one, and I put it back in the old one. Cut down on all the labor it take to get that. I'm not sure, maybe there's an easy way to do it. Mechanics would be like, yeah, I got that, 10 minutes. But for me, it looked like a lot of work, so I didn't want to do that shit. Ain't got time right now. But that little plastic grommet in there, wrapped around that metal pin, that costs $117 retail. That whole brand new part that I just showed you, the new one, when they could just send me or allow me to purchase a small little plastic grommet like that, maybe 50 cents, $1.75 or something. Costs 2 cents probably to make, or even less. But that prevents you from putting your vehicle into gear. I couldn't put my vehicle back in park to start it and move it. It just started rolling on its own. So I looked under here from some advice from a mechanic friend of mine at After Hours Automotive in Watauga, Texas, and he recommended I look at this. It was dangling off of it because the little rubber grommet piece or whatnot had been so brittle after 10 years it just fell apart. And so I went and got a new one. Like I said, $117 retail for that full part, when I could just get that little ring right there. That's how the vehicle manufacturers screw you. And I'm very, very upset about that and the quality of American-made vehicles that Chrysler has put out. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I just felt like I needed to put that out there. But if you guys have this situation where you roll into your destination and you put it into park, and for some reason it goes into park real quickly and easily, and you shut it off and you can't start it again, you definitely want to try and check this actuator underneath the transmission there. Like I said, that may not be the actual name for it, but definitely check that out. And if you do have to replace it, you're welcome to do it yourself. Like I said, that little plastic piece that fits in there, that's the actuator. The little plastic piece, just pry that out very carefully. I used a pick and a pair of needle nose pliers, and I was able to pull that out. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, it's back over here. But I just used a pick. I pried it out very carefully. It's a flexible plastic type material. Like I said, I just used this pick, and I mashed it inward and pushed it out. And then I put it back in the old one to save on the labor, because I didn't want to do all that. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to have to pay for that for a mechanic. So you can do that yourself if you like. But like I said, I wanted to put this out there because it's absolutely outrageous and ridiculous at the bullshit that car manufacturers like Chrysler have done to us. We can't even change simple shit, little plastic grommet, without paying $117 for the part and probably $125 to $250 labor on a job like that. This is a 2007 Jeep Wrangler JKU Rubicon, and it's not an easy task to replace that whole part.